What's up? What's up, everybody? We are the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
I'm still James.
And we still coming to you from the living room. Still got some work to do in the studio, so bear with us. But we got a couple of reviews and a couple of trailer reactions we want to jump on. So we went on ahead and watched Black Lightning, that DC's, or should I say CW's. CW's, this is a DC character, but CW had their own universe. So this is going to be in the same universe as Flash. And
so far as I know, yeah. I haven't checked to see if they've said anything specifically on that, but I think it is still like Arrowverse and all that.
Arrow, Green Arrow. So this is in the same universe of all those characters. And this is the thing. So it dropped. We was waiting on it to drop, and they was talking about it coming out. And we did a reaction for the trailer, and that reaction probably was not favorable for the show. I kind of went off a little bit. And that's only because the stuff in it, to me, I could tell were the mistakes they was making. But I think maybe I was a little too hard on it because it is a CW show. But given this character, I was saying like, oh, I could do so much better with this. I ain't gonna say I could do so much better with this, but I had a lot of ideas for this character, and I'm looking like, oh man, the way they treating it, I don't know.
Like at every turn, it's like, oh no, they could have done that a lot better. They could have done that a lot better. Yeah.
So we watched that first episode, man. And we're gonna give you a little review for it. We're gonna dig into it. All right, yeah. So the main character on this show name is, well, the actor name is Cress Williams, right?
Yep.
And Black Lightning real name is, and it's like Richard Jefferson or something.
Jefferson something.
Okay, Jefferson is first name or last name?
I think it's his first name.
Okay.
Because they were calling him Jeff.
Okay. All right. So anyway, you know, most people don't know, but Black Lightning, his origins is kind of like, well, I don't know about his origins, but his original origins, but on this, he's a principal at a school. Now, this is taking place, he's like a middle-aged man. He's in his 40s in the show. And this is taking place after he was a superhero. He retired, and now he's just trying to take care of his family. So now he's struggling with going back into the superhero game, which is an interesting place to have a superhero movie. You know what I'm saying? They usually don't have that old, I don't want to be a superhero. This is, I used to be a superhero, and now I don't want to be. So I'm thinking, like, should I now? Because I got my family, I got things to lose. My wife left me because of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different. You know, that was a whole new different take on it, on the superhero genre or whatever. And so the show came on. This is the first episode. And, you know, I didn't have a high expectation for it because, you know, we watched that trailer, and I seen a lot of mistakes in the trailer of that I figured that the show was going to happen. A lot of them hit. It didn't surprise me on that.
I don't think any of our predictions were necessarily incorrect.
Yeah. So. But I'm going to give them points for trying on some stuff. So let's just do this. We'll talk about some good stuff, and then we'll talk about some bad stuff, okay? All right. For me, myself, some good things. I like the main character, Cress Williams, I think his name, and I like his presence, his his charisma. He's actually can carry this, you know, I see him as a leading man.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a big guy too. So I'm just saying, like, he's physically imposing. He has he has a deep, strong voice. So he's fitting the character. You know, I see superhero in him. So I'm impressed with the actor you chose, and he's doing a well job. And he for material he's got, you know, he's doing a good job. So I'm liking the actors, and then they got you know, his wife. She's a pretty good actor. I like his wife in her. So like some of the actors I'm liking. Some of the supporting characters too. I'm seeing good things from them, and so I'm staying on the good. And then you know what? And then okay. Something I didn't like, but I'm just gonna piggyback on that to throw in something good. The daughters, the daughters had a little voiceover or whatever. His oldest daughter, to me, did a fabulous job. Now, the younger daughter, she didn't do great, but her character wasn't that great, so it was kind of a throwaway thing.
She feels a bit like a throwaway character at this point. Like,
yeah, I mean, it feels like you can get anybody to do it.
Right, like it's not like it doesn't feel like a major role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of a problem.
Which, who are they in the comics?
Thunder and Lightning.
So they actually are people in the comics. I mean, they are superheroes that later in the comics, and it looks like they kind of moving forward with that. I don't know about that, but we'll see. So keeping on the good things, it's a part at the beginning where he's going to the club. Now, this is what I like about. I don't know the scope of his powers yet. You know what I'm saying? So they show him do some things that I'm like, he can do that. You know,
yeah.
Where he it seems that he can control electrical currents around him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's almost more valuable than shooting motherfuckers with just electricity. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that the things he can do, it's almost kind of unlimited. It's kind of limitless what you can do with that because everything's so much technology. You know,
I kind of envision like if he's got the kind of like fine control that he would need to do this, like just. Like using that shit for distractions, you know,
all kind of shit.
You know, somebody's walking like on a hydraulic lift or something. You turn that shit on. Launch.
Theoretically, he can control anything that has an electrical current.
It's a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. You can do more with if you dig into what his powers is and start thinking, you can have him do a lot of cool shit, not just shoot electricity out his fingertips. Definitely, you know, man. That's the thing everybody's gonna see. Oh, he can shoot electricity, but wait a minute, hold on. With that power, being able to control electricity, the sky's the limit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna do something with that? That's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everything's a potential weapon when you got that. Everything's he walks into a room, every room he walks into is booby trapped already.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know, that's some cool shit, man.
That's my thing. Are they gonna do something with that? And that's where I'm coming. Like the writers and the people that's behind this, are they just gonna have him just shoot people with electricity out his fingertips? Are they just gonna ignore the fact that he can control? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Electrical current. Yeah. You know what I'm
saying? I am a little worried that they're gonna be unimaginative with his powers because like most people when they get that, it's like no, he just shot a huge lightning blast at that car and it blew up and I'm like, let's.
But see, and this is the thing. Say if he needs to stop a car, he can disable a car with his powers. Yeah. For snapping his fingers instead of just shoot. But now they're going to have him shoot the car and make it explode and blow up and kill everybody else around him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or what they're going to do is they're going to do that and miraculously no one will die.
Yeah, I mean, shit like that. That's my whole point. If you got this character's not that popular, but you start to realize, wait a minute, we can do more shit with this. You know what I'm saying? Be creative. That's all I'm saying. Be creative and you can do more with that. So is anything you liked out of this?
No, I did definitely like the actor. What do you say his name was? Cress
Williams.
Like, I mean, he had, like you said, he's got some major presence, man. Like, he's the kind of dude. He walks in a room, everyone stops and pays attention.
Yeah. That's what I was digging that. Go ahead.
I'll also say I because you had mentioned this while we was watching it, but the dude playing Tobias Whale.
The main villain.
Yeah.
Albino black guy. I think I might have seen him in a movie before.
He looks familiar to me. I feel like I've seen him.
I don't see how can I forget his face anyway.
Right. But like his voice, man, is perfect.
Yeah, he's got a cool sounding voice.
You know,
he might do voice work.
You know what? He probably does. But I need to look that dude up. But I mean, like, especially because seeing him like juxtaposed with Cress Williams as Black Lightning, like. I can see those dudes like being on opposite sides of the chessboard, you know, like just because they both have like huge presence.
Right. And the thing is, like, it's not a random black guy. It's the fact that he's an albino black guy. Is like, I don't know what that's telling me. It's like I think because that is something common among villains. Something got to be different about.
Yeah.
Him. You know.
And like, because I think that's like kind of his whole shtick is kind of based around him being albino.
Right. Well, we don't know that yet because they didn't really dig into him, you know. But my deal is, if he was just another black dude,
like, because
you'd be like, huh, another black dude. But he looks so different.
If they hadn't shown him in this episode, and the only antagonist we had was Lala, I don't know if I'd still be watching.
I know, and we'll get to that because I mean we could talk a little more about the storyline. Yeah. Because getting to the storyline, like I said, he's a principal in the school, and he retired being Black Lightning, and things. His daughter's starting to get in trouble with this gang called the 100s, and that's where I'm gonna get to the bad shit. I did not like them, and because of him trying to protect his daughter, he's going to have to don the Black Lightning outfit one more time to protect his family. And and that's kind of like, and one of the underbosses in the show name was Lala, right? Yeah. But his name was Latavius, but his gangster name, his street name was Lala. Why? Oh, I don't know. I mean,
like, and what makes that so bad is like, he basically threatened the dude to say, just to call him Lala.
That's the name you tell people not to call you.
Right. Like, I told you don't call me Lala.
No. This motherfucker say, "What's my name? What's my name?"
My name ain't Latavius. Say my name. All right, Lala.
Nothing like, really, bro. So that's your storyline, basic plot. I really like, if you got a superhero, why are you maybe he can start small. So I was kind of complaining at first, why you got a superhero fighting gangbangers? That's the police job. Yeah. You're supposed to fight supervillains, somebody on a higher level. But it was personal. So, I'm gonna give you a pass for doing, messing with gangbangers because they mess with your immediate family. So you gonna have to mess with them. So I give you that. But let's talk about that. Now we can talk about the bad stuff. The gangbangers, the 100s.
Lala is the most threatening one of all of them, and he's not that threatening. He's a random dude wearing a suede sweatsuit.
Oh my god!
With his chain hanging out.
Oh my god! The stock black hood guys.
Should I just be glad that he ain't? Should I just be glad he ain't rocking some slides with the socks on?
He might as well. He might as well do. I'm just saying, like, okay, the little gangsters, all of them had like fresh, clean shaven, lined up mustaches and shit.
Don't forget, old boy that was trying to get an old girl, he had that dirty Sanchez.
That dude was so horrible. You can tell he doesn't talk slang on a regular. You can tell a person that kind of speak proper. Yeah. Now he's trying to talk slang because of the role.
They even called to it in the show.
That's the kind of,
we good. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're
like,
see. That's good. Slang 101. You don't speak correct English. That's the point of slang. Most people that talk like that.
It wouldn't surprise me if I found out that dude is British.
Probably. Yeah, we're good. No, we good. You're supposed to say it wrong. You're supposed to say it wrong.
But the word is weird. We're good. That's what I'm supposed to say, right?
So we could tell that the gangbangers were hired actors, and they sucked. That was the problem. It's like, that's why I said I feel like you got some good people to start this off, and you did not get it home because you just hired some people in to get it going, Yeah. So then you got James Remar. He's a well-known actor from a lot of movies from the 80s. I used to I know him from 48 Hours. This is an old school Eddie Murphy movie he was in as the villain. But he also played in Dexter. He played in a lot of shows.
Yeah.
A lot of movies. Seasoned actor. He is your guy in the chair. I think he's stock too. He's your stock, kind of like mentor.
Because like even without
tech guy.
Even not going into his role, and I'm still waiting for an explanation how he manages to fit that role.
Yeah,
as a tailor. But
I mean,
he's literally just insert the old Italian dude from the neighborhood here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was gonna be somebody need to help him make his shit and be the guy in a chair.
Yeah.
And they just picked one of the seasoned actors that said yes.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Yeah. I'm still wondering what part of learning to be a tailor taught him how to make a super suit.
I mean, you know how that story go. He used to work for the government.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get out that life, so he decided to open up a tailor shop.
Right.
I just wrote it. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
But he's going to take his skills that he learned fighting for the government to help the neighborhood to rid them of the 100s.
The sad thing about it is that stuff does write itself.
I just thought of it real quick. I can write this shit in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can write episode 2 right now. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll give you episode 2.
Look, give us an hour. We'll have your whole second season.
So that's what I'm getting at. You got good actors, and so you got a good start. You need better writers.
Yeah.
And you won't write gangbangers, but you don't want to really research real gangbangers. So you just hired a couple of British black guys to play gangbangers, and they was very unconvincing. You know what I'm saying?
I miss the practice like in the late 90s where they would just hire gangbangers as extras.
Well, people also really studied people, because they, it was like you take movies from the early 90s, like Boys in the Hood and all that stuff. So you take actors that were serious, they'll go to South Central or whatever and talk to real gang members. They'd be like, look, I'm doing this movie, we're gonna be in the gang. We was wondering when you talk to me about how would you handle this situation, if you was trying to get somebody to do this, how would you speak to them? And they study that and they apply it to the film. Yeah. But now they ain't got time for all that, nor the money. And I understand that because this is not a big production, but it's so unconvincing. Yeah. When you see it, especially when you heard people talk the way they talk, and then you hear them talk, you can tell they're acting. They're not really that way, So
because they were laughable.
Yeah, I hated the gangbanger stuff. It, like I said, it was a good start. You got some good actors to start with, but you need some better writing. So what else? You like something else you didn't like? Now I know. Oh, we're gonna get to the action. Yeah. Before we get to the action, anything else about the characters?
Nothing really. The gangbangers were really, as far as characters go, the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah.
The gangbangers and the youngest daughter,
right, and which she wasn't too bothersome,
She wasn't horrible, and
she was definitely trying to be the bratty young girl, the young daughter, which she's okay. She's real attractive. So she's fine. It's like I'm not saying get rid of her,
Right.
But the like Lala and all that, very cliche. It was like the writing was like, man, come on, man. I thought y'all was trying to go for something different.
Was literally a walking cliche.
Yeah, man, a cliche underboss with a sweatsuit and a gold chain. And they even went so far as to have him pick on a kid.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, yeah, come on, man. That shit is not working no more. Now, I know this is a low production and you didn't have time to put no great writing in there, but things you saw coming, like when, hey, you cool, little man? And then, what you doing playing video games? Well, you should have been selling crack. It's like, come on, dude. Stuff like that. It's like, man, what a joke.
Well, you got your head buried in them gangs. Them white kids you dealing to.
So stuff like that was like just too stupid to me. So we're gonna move on to the action. Now, I said they had some things good where they used his powers in a way that I never knew he could really do. And I was wondering, can he move like fast as lightning? Can he move himself?
I don't.
Because I wasn't sure, like when the lights cut off, it kind of looked like he zipped over here, zipped over there.
Because that's the thing, I can't remember if he can do that or not.
If he can do this, you talking about you need to start hollering him for the Justice League then.
Right.
Because, I mean, he's a DC character, and I'm thinking, like, dude, if he can do all the stuff I think he can do, hey, you need to boost him up as far as where his level at in DC, in the DC universe. Because
I don't need Cyborg if Black Lightning can do that.
And y'all know.
We can get rid of Cyborg and Flash all at once.
Hold on. Can we have 2 black members?
You know they ain't going for that. You know they ain't going for that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what a little more he can do before we start about promoting him to the Justice League.
All right.
But still, though.
Wait, look, I just need someone like at some Comic-Con event to get him to say 50,000 votes in my
See,
pants.
that's not Black Lightning. That's Black Vulcan.
Hey, I don't think so.
I had to look it up. They gave Super Friends couldn't use Black Lightning because the person who made him didn't give his permission. So Black Vulcan was specifically created for Super Friends. I just found that out. I mean, I've researched that. So Black Vulcan and Black Lightning are 2 different characters. They just made Black Vulcan up because they couldn't use Black Lightning. So moving right along.
Oh well, like questioning Rorschach.
So let's talk about this action, man. All right. First of all, now I was very vocal in the trailer reaction to talk about his suit. His suit, and I thought then, and I still think now, looks fucking ridiculous. That fucking glowing neon light, it's bad, man. It is too bad, and I can't get over it.
Like, if they could find a way for it to not look so damn neon,
yeah,
I might be with it. But
so I'm gonna give them points on the choreography in the fighting looks decent. Looks like old boy can handle himself. I don't know if he's into martial arts, but looks like he can move pretty good. I don't know if that was him doing those little spin kicks.
I mean, unless they just found a big dude to do stuff.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. It looks like that was him, and he was pretty much moving good. So I'm like, okay, so you gotta, not only can he's a good actor, but he can fight too. So you got you a good actor to do this. It just, what you think about the little glowing, the glowing effect when he punched people?
I'm not really a fan of it. I mean, if you that dude and you that big and at least 80% of that is muscle and you know how to throw a punch, you don't need.
Well, I mean, they got to give it something just to. You got powers.
I don't think you do. Like,
but then it'd just be another action movie. Then it'd just be another action show. Just
I know,
regular punch. But like, you got to add something to it.
It's just like it annoys me because like I feel like that's one of those things that if they get a second season, but their budget gets cut, like you're gonna see less and less convincing effects.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's a lot to commit to for a show that already doesn't have a good deal of faith behind it.
Yeah, I think they need to work on how he uses powers because just shooting electricity at people, that's cool, but it's like
that, and I'm still not.
He did it 2 times.
Then I'm still not 100% sure what's with the vapor trails when he launched that one, I guess, static blast at that old dude.
Which was that the guy he held up? Or
no, that was when he was fighting on the walkway.
Okay. So, I mean, it led up to an end fight scene. And, so this one he finally put the suit on. So the boy James Remar was like, I got you a new suit. And he put this shit on. It looks so bad. And I hate it. Like, and it's taking me out.
And, like, what gets me is, like, so I'm seeing the new suit, right? And they showed what his old school suit looked like.
Yeah.
Which looks suspiciously like vinyl and velour.
Well, I mean, it's made just like his comic book outfit, but it does look real. It looked like cosplay.
But like, I feel like at no point did no one think that maybe there's a middle ground between these two outfits.
I'll be cool with. Now this is the time where I'll be cool with if he had a leather jacket that looked like the Black Lightning. Just do that. Yeah. wear like a motorcycle outfit or something, because that glowing shit, dude, this is ridiculous, man. It looks stupid. You know, and he got goggles on for some reason. Nobody recognized this 6'3" black dude that got the same facial hair. He just got on goggles.
And the lenses blacked out when his daughters walked out.
Right, I guess.
Like, oh no, my daughters are here. I had to black out my lenses so they don't recognize me.
It's no way you gonna tell me that they didn't know that was their dad.
Like,
There's no way.
like, so you've never, you have no clue what your dad would look like if he wore something over his eyes.
Yeah, so we got these corny ass gangsters, right? The cops, they made the cops useless. They didn't arrest nobody. We got these corny ass gangsters walking to a school and threaten people with guns with no mask on, and kidnap two girls, which happen to be the principal's daughters, and think that was just cool.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I agree with Lala. I'm like, what the fuck? and
I'm so glad every time that dude got the shit beat out of him. Every time
I
he
give
got
him
the
that.
crap beat out of him, I loved it.
I give him that.
Oh man, and he got the crap beat out of him by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a stock guy to kick
I
shit
mean,
off.
like-
He's nothing.
At what point did they think him saying, "Bitch, you should be," was going to be threatened?
Well, it's just the whole point. They needed to do this to make this, but it didn't make sense.
No.
He even made more sense when he tried to talk to the dude in the school when the dude about to pull out a gun when the girl whooped his ass. Matter of fact, his daughter whooped his ass, and he tried to pull out a gun. He was like, "You gonna pull out a gun? You gonna shoot in front of all these people?" He said, "And you on parole? Yeah, just turn around, go home, and you know." And he did it. But I'm thinking like, yeah, like that's making more sense than what you just did.
'Cause I'm still trying to figure out what his end game was in kidnapping.
Maybe he was just crazy. And that right there, like, okay, that was stupid. But all right, we needed to close this plot up. So that's some shit they did. All right, so I mean, we're gonna wrap this whole discussion up. But on the whole, it's not that good, but it's got potential. That's the way I feel about it. Because, like I said, you don't have that much of a budget, but you got some good actors. You know, just work on some writing and work on better ways to use their powers, and we work on some better character, better villains.
Yeah,
that street gang shit. Come on, man.
Look, we need some super villains. I don't.
Okay, well, we got, what's the dude name? Tobias or something?
Tobias Whale.
So we got the Kingpin like character. We got him, and that this other guy was just an underboss. So well, that's fine. We can keep it street level. This can be like Luke Cage. We'll keep it street level for now. And it ain't got to be a super villain, but it's just the fact that it's super weak. But it is a CW. I don't expect much, and you'll get the same kind of acting in those other shows, Flash, Arrow. Yeah. So it just happened to be all black actors. So and they did mostly good, except for the game bangers. Mostly all the actors was good.
But like, I feel like all the recurring characters are more or less on point.
Yeah, I like the girl, the daughter, the older daughter. So what I'm getting at is, if this don't work out, I would like to see all of them still keep working.
Yeah.
So it was okay. I'm gonna give it all right. I would give it a whack, but I like the potential of what it can do, and I'm gonna check out the second episode. What you give it?
I'm gonna have to give it an eye, man. Like, I was so sure I was gonna give it a solid whack. Like leaning towards like hot garbage. Like I came into it like, I can't wait to give this a whack. But it, for what it was at least better than what I expected. So
yeah, I mean, we ain't saying it's great by any means, though. I'm sorry, and I only give it all right because it has some potential.
Like, there's some great talent in front of the camera on this.
But the thing is, man, if they don't ditch that glowing suit, then I'm gonna be out. Sorry, I can't do that. You look like a damn fool.
Look, my ADD won't allow me to approve of that suit. Like, every time I start getting into the action, that suit reminds me, we're still here, glowing, neon. Look here, like, and not only that, how is no one seeing him?
I don't know, dude. Let's wrap this up. We gotta move on those. So, all right, that's our discussion on Black Lightning. We're gonna check out episode 2, and we'll give you a little something on